We are now joined by one half of the main event, UFC Fight Night Overeem versus Volkov, Alistair Overeem. And Alistair, you've held world titles and K1, Strikeforce, Dream simultaneously. A lot of fights under your belt. How do your emotions in fight week now compare to when you were a kid fighting in Japan in Pride and rings back in the day?
I mean, emotions. I mean, of course I did. Yeah, I definitely get excited, but it's not the same, right? You've been through it so many times. Yeah, I feel tension, right? You know you're gonna get into a scrap. There's gonna be some blows back and forth, but I don't know, man. Back in the day, it was more do or die time, and now it's more cruise control time.
How has your training evolved to allow you to still compete at this level after having been a professional mixed martial artist for over 20 years?
Yeah, it's been a long journey. I think that long journey can be credited to I'm just really good at treating injuries, getting injuries treated, diet always on point, taking the time to heal up in between trainings. Very aware of my body, very sensitive in my body too. So I think that's being a big attribute to being able to perform at this highest level for so long.
You've won 4 of the last 5 fights as we sit here today, and it was, I can't remember if it was right before or right after the Pavlovich fight. You switched camps to Elevation Fight Team, but either way, results have been very, very good since you've made that switch. What has that team done to yield this positive string of results?
Well, Team Elevation is great. Great technique, great fighters, great energy, great chemistry within the team. So I don't know. I came here and it was like a light bulb that just flickered off inside my mind. A lot of new techniques, a lot of development, and that that has also been one of the keys to my length of my career. I always want to evolve. I always want to get better. And sometimes you get stuck in a spot that you're not getting better, and then you're being compromised, and you're out and they capitalize on that. But I don't know. When I came to Elevation, immediately after the first day, I noticed, hey, there's something special going on here, and I went all in as I always do, and here we are. In my mind, undefeated. I whooped everybody's ass, just not on paper. That one Rozenstruik fight. But maybe we're gonna get that back, or maybe not. Right? Life's gonna do with those kinds of things. But yeah, no, I feel great. Development is high as ever. Creativity is high as ever, and I can't wait to fight Volkov and display another masterpiece.
Well, Volkov's last loss came to Curtis Blades, who himself has spent some time at Elevation Fight Team. I know you guys have a different skill set, right? Like, I'd be surprised if you secured 14 takedowns. God bless you if you do. But what has your team been able to do in terms of their preparation and successful preparation for fighting Volkov in 2020 that they've been able to, I guess, apply to your camp to neutralize what he does well?
Well, they have experience with Volkov, right? Curtis fought him already, and of course some pointers there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just very well prepared. I feel very ready. Cannot come sooner enough. I am ready now. I could actually fight him today, but it's not going to be today. We still have to wait a couple more days. But yeah, I'm ready.
Again, I mentioned it before. This is what, 67th at pro MMA fight for you, another handful in kickboxing. Who from opponents that you've faced before, and good Lord, it is a murderer's row, who from those opponents have you been able to draw some things that you've had to prepare for in the past that now you can personally apply to facing Volkov?
If we put the kickboxing fights with the MMA fights, because in my opinion, a fight is a fight. It's fight 94, and yeah, there's been a lot of killers in that list, right? Throughout the years. So Volkov is also a killer. He's in the top 10. He's dangerous. He's tall. He's big. He's got a lot of experience as well. I view him as one of the more intelligent fighters in the heavyweight division. He's using his length and height, his attributes very well. So to me, it's going to be a very exciting fight. And yeah, can add him to the list.
Well, that list does include, I mean, Chuck Liddell, Vitor Belfort, Pete Shogun, Igor Vovchanchyn. I mean, you can go down the line. Who's somebody on your CV who you fought, who we do revere as MMA fans, but you still think doesn't get the full proper credit he may deserve?
I don't know. Yeah, who in my list who didn't get the credits? I don't know. I think I think maybe Verdum didn't get all the credits he deserved. Yes, he did become a UFC champ. Um, but yeah, and who else? I don't know. They all got the credits, man. They all been great opponents. You know, the elite opponents, and they all were champion at some point. So I don't know.
Well, our last question does look ahead, Alistair. How would you define, assuming, I'm going to assume a win over Volkov is part of that, how do you define a successful 2021?
Well, winning all my fights and staying injury free, just doing what I'm doing, enjoying life, spending time with my kids. If we can mix that all successfully together, it will be a great 2021 for me.
Alistair, it's always a joy to watch you fight. All the best in your final preparation for Alexander Volkov. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.